Today is Sunday. The rain went through last night, and the sun is supposed to shine this week. Today, I have been thinking about the resurrection. Unless there had been a death, there could have been no resurrection. Many have died. And God says all shall be raised. By a man came death, and by a man came the resurrection. The man that was resurrected from the dead was 3 days or in the tomb, and on the third day the stone was rolled away. Not many days from now, all of these things will be remembered by some people in a country. A country that has seen a lot of things. They saw years ago a man ride into Jerusalem on, I'm going to say, a donkey. And this man had a meal prepared, after which he went up on a mountain to pray. This man was sincerely praying because he knew the time had come that he must do something. And he had knowledge of what was going to happen to him. He also had a promise given to him. A promise had been given to him. And he was praying to the one that had given him a promise. That was the last night. And Jesus did one last miracle. A sword was drawn and an ear was cut. And Jesus told the man to put away the sword, and he healed the ear. They had a trial, so to speak, the next day. But nothing was going to change what God had said would happen to this man. Nothing could change what God had said would happen to this man. There was one man that got 30 pieces of silver, and then he got a rope, so it is written, and he hanged himself. The resurrection of the dead. The gospel of a kingdom. And the foretelling of a king. All of these things have already taken place. The king was born. The king died. And the king was raised from the dead. And this king was taken up into heaven a number of years ago. And he was asked a question that day. A question that has not yet been answered. But you know what he told them? That God had fixed a day by his own authority, and that day would come. It hasn't come yet, but the day will come. Will you be alive that day? Or will you not be alive? There will be a first resurrection. And then there will be a final resurrection. I'm just going to put in here that, let's say, the devil, Satan, will be put away and dead for 1,000 years. At the end of which time he will be released. And I will just say, at that time, he will be alive again. I really know that he's not going to be dead. But he won't be bothering people. Oh yes, there is a day coming. Just as sure as there will be a day tomorrow. And there will be a day after that. And a day after that. And there will be an age after this age when there will be no death at all. What will you do with your life? Many will say to the man that was crucified, Lord, Lord, didn't we do these things? And Jesus will say to them, I never knew you. And these do not know his Father either. Jesus said, if you knew me, you would have known my Father also. It's a sad day, folks, to look and see how many are being deceived by the lies of the evil one. But there is a righteous one. And there are holy ones. And there are godly ones. What are you? What am I? One day we will know. Until then, we only imagine.